Everyone sees the pictures. Vineyards on rolling hills, sunsets over Okanagan Lake, and luxury homes with million-dollar views. But there's another side of West Kelowna that doesn't always make it into the photos. The truth is, for every person who falls in love with this place, there's someone else who's a little shocked once they settle in. Because while West Kelowna really does deliver that Okanagan lifestyle people dream about, it also comes with a few challenges. Things like wildfire risk, traffic headaches, and higher cost of living that catch newcomers off guard. So in this video, I'm breaking down the top reasons people regret moving to West Kelowna, not to scare you off, but to give you the full picture before you decide if it's the right fit for you. And let's start with the one locals talk about the most, and that's the bridge. The William R. Bennett Bridge connects West Kelowna to the city of Kelowna. And while the drive itself is short, traffic can get frustrating, especially during rush hour or when there's an accident. If you work, shop, or have kids and activities across the bridge, expect delays and build that into your daily routine. Now that being said, many residents love the fact that they can get a little bit more space in West Kelowna while being just a few minutes from downtown Kelowna itself. Now the key here is to just plan your lifestyle around where you spend most of your time. So if you work and your social life are in Kelowna itself, the bridge will test your patience. But if you live, shop, and play mostly on the west side, you might hardly notice it at all. Now, if you're thinking about making a move to the Okanagan, simply send me a text message to the number on the screen and we can get started. I'd be happy to help you find the right neighborhood and make your move more confidently. Now, reason number 2 is the housing costs and property taxes. A lot of people move to the west side thinking it's a cheaper alternative to Kelowna. And while that used to be true, the gap has narrowed. You can still find more space for your money. Think lake views, larger lots, and new builds as well. But property taxes and utility costs can surprise people who are maybe moving here from smaller cities. Because West Kelowna is its own city, it's completely separate from Kelowna. It has its own infrastructure, things like road maintenance, water, and sewer fees can be higher in some neighborhoods. But the good news, there is trade-offs. You're often getting incredible views, quiet cul-de-sacs and quiet neighborhoods, and that small town feel without being too far from the big city amenities. If you know your budget and compare neighborhoods carefully, West Kelowna can still offer amazing value. Now, reason number 3, this is all across the whole Okanagan. West Kelowna is no different, and this is the wildfire risk and insurance. So the hillsides around, say, Rose Valley, Glen Rosa, and Smith Creek, they're gorgeous, but they also are the high risk zones for wildfires. Recent summers have brought evacuations, think 2023, and smoky skies, and they can be very stressful for anyone moving here from a less fire-prone area, especially if you're not prepared. And to add to that, home insurance can also be higher in certain zones or harder to get, especially during those fire seasons. So if your policy expires and there's a fire nearby, you might not be able to get insurance. So just be aware of that. Now, that being said, the city has been investing heavily in wildfire mitigation, from fuel breaks to improved emergency planning. And many homeowners are now taking extra steps with fire smart landscaping and upgrades. So if you go in prepared and understand the risks, it's still one of the most beautiful and rewarding places to live in BC. And reason number 4, and another common frustration, is the limited amenities, at least compared to Kelowna itself. So West Kelowna has grown quickly. It's grown a lot over the past 5-10 years, but it's still catching up when it comes to hospitals, entertainment, and some specialized services that Kelowna offers. You'll still find great local shops, wineries, breweries, and recreation on the west side, but for major medical appointments, the big box shopping like, say, Costco, or an actual nightlife, you'll likely be heading across the bridge to Kelowna. But the flip side to that is you get a quieter, say, more community-oriented lifestyle. Places like Lakeview Heights, Shannon Lake, and Smith Creek offer amazing parks, schools, family-friendly neighborhoods without the urban chaos of, let's say, downtown Kelowna. If you're looking for peace and space, this slower pace is exactly what makes West Kelowna so special. Now, reason number 5 is the infrastructure and growing pains. So West Kelowna, as I mentioned, has seen massive growth over the last decade, and that's created some growing pains. Road construction, aging water systems, and long-term infrastructure projects have tested locals' patience over the years. The city's multi-year capital plan includes major road upgrades, which is ongoing, and the new water treatment facilities, one that has gone in already. All good news for the future, but disruptive in the short term. On the plus side, these investments are positioning West Kelowna for long-term success. As the city improves, property values and livability will continue to rise. So yes, you might deal with a few detours and construction zones now, but it's all part of building a stronger community down the road. Now, this next reason is the dark side of growth. Like many cities in the Okanagan, West Kelowna isn't immune to the challenges of growth. You'll see more traffic, more visible homelessness, and pressures on public services, especially near the West Bank Center. But again, the city and community are proactive. Local organizations, churches, and volunteers have stepped up with outreach programs and initiatives to keep the community safe and supportive. Most West Kelowna residents will tell you that West Kelowna still feels like a tight-knit, family-friendly city with strong local pride. Now here's the truth. If you go in with the right expectations, West Kelowna can absolutely be one of the best decisions you ever make. You'll get breathtaking lake views, incredible outdoor recreation, and that warm small town feel, all within minutes of Kelowna. Yes, there's challenges, but for many, the lifestyle far outweighs the drawbacks. So if you're thinking about moving to West Kelowna, again, send me a text message to the number on the screen. I'll walk you through the neighborhoods, the price points, and the lifestyle differences that can help you make a confident, well-informed move. And if you're thinking about moving to the other side of the bridge, these are the top reasons people regret moving to Kelowna.